Short turn is the type of skiing I dislike the most. I find that I always struggle to connect the turn seamlessly, and something I don't find difficult in bigger turns or in bumps. For some couple of reasons, I find them hard to maintain a constant gliding effect with the skis, or a really smooth link. I find myself losing contact with the snow, or the skis stop gliding in transition, and it forces me to make a quick initiation of the turn, and it kind of snowball effect, and it keeps getting worse and worse. And I find that to get better at this, I need to make sure that I even out my movement. So if I don't move evenly with my legs, I find that I get that result of either jetting or accelerating. So I really need to find myself to move the two legs, the two knees together at the end of the turn, to allow my mass to get back on top of my feet before I start the next turn. And that will allow me to have a earlier arc, or earlier turn, and it will make me glide more towards the end of the turn, so I will link my turns in a smoother way. I need to bend more through my knees, hip, and ankle to have my knees leveled out before I can change direction. That really allows me to, yes, to have my feet ahead of me, but it takes away at the next turn for me to be backseat. So when that happens, I'm gliding more, I'm more efficient, and I'm more versatile. I can apply different edge set and different pressure whenever I want, and hopefully this will reach to higher levels, so I can go faster, I can go in different snow conditions, and hopefully in the Olympics. For me, a short turn is not necessarily a slalom turn. It's more of a steered or drifted arc, right? That you really control the direction. I want to keep having performance with direction. For some reason, in short turns, things happen so fast that I either compensate by adding movement, or I get lazy and I don't do the movement that needs to be done. Hopefully I can develop those skills, so I enjoy doing short turns as much as I do on big turns.
I felt that I've had a really kind of love-hate relationship with short turns. And so I feel like when I don't get it right, I can get slightly frustrated. And so therefore, it's always going to be a short-term struggle. because I feel like I'm never going to get it 100% right 100% of the time. It's hard. I love them because there's so much going on. It's really exciting to watch. It's exciting to do, and especially that feeling when you get it right, when you get all the timing right, the outcome is right, you know, your line is right, just the speed, everything about it is right. I think that's something that I really chase for. I really lack the ability to find the correct alignment on my right leg. I can't keep contact with the front of the boot consistently enough. And so what happened in the past is I've always kind of fell inside and behind my outside ski. So I then ultimately lose the ability to manipulate the ski the way I want to. When I really mess up the timing and I'm searching for that correct spot that I feel like I need to be in, I'll get jetted. And I always end up catching myself, but that's something that I can feel is happening, that I know in a couple of turns it's gonna happen if I don't correct myself, and the percentage of correcting myself to save it is getting higher, but it's still something that I'm really working on. So when I get it wrong, and when I get that pressure control wrong, especially, you know, as the pressure builds up on the ski coming out of the fall line, it's not smooth. I make this compensatory move where I kind of ditch the turn and I move very quickly onto the next one. So I almost lose that gliding feeling of my skis coming underneath me. Now, something that's helped me with that, instead of thinking about my base of support, so where my feet were and my skis were, focus about how I wanted my center of mass to move. So I've actually focused more on, I want my center of mass to go from here to here. And you hear people talking about the trampoline sensation. That resonates with me in a visual way, but in a feeling that on the snow, I don't quite get. But the visualization really helps me out with that. So when I ski well, my center of mass moves from one side to the other like this. When I ski very lazily and I'm chasing that sensation that I need to be more connected in the front of my boot, that I end up very short swinging and almost pushy, especially on that one side. And this gets very, very noticeable and very, very noticeable very, very quickly when I go onto something more steep. When I find that I do this well is when my timing of when I allow my outside leg to bend and release the pressure that's built up, and I bring my knees to the same level up underneath me so my ski is flat. Now I'm really trying to think about rolling my ski on edge just to feel a little bit more connected to my outside ski early. And then I can make the decisions from there as to how I want to proceed in the turn. So as my friend JS would put it, I suck to not suck.
I'm not your friend.
And
I'm not your friend.
to be honest, I'm not sucking hard enough.
I've been struggling since a few years with my alignment. Not being aligned wasn't allowing me to have a strong edge grip in the fall line. and therefore I wasn't having as much deflection as I would want to. Recently, I've been improving that. So from the initiation of the turn to the fall line, I'm focusing on keeping my hips above my feet so they follow my feet. And that allows me to feel like a really strong edge grip in the fall line. And then I just have to deal with that edge grip and the forces and let them bring me across the hill. Yeah, so now when I train, my main focus at first, in my first run, is to really think about like following my feet with my hips, so keeping a strong alignment, so therefore strong balance. And then when I'm well aligned, then my angulation can be more effective. Yeah, so if I look at the videos that we have filmed, the one that I like the less are the one where I kind of like, I turn, but it looks more like wiggles. And then the one that I like the most are the one where you can see definitely that I'm using the grip and the fall line and the forces, and it just like brings me back, like it makes me bounce across the hill. When I ski, for example, like I can feel if I had a good grip or not, you know? In the future, when I dial this alignment and dealing with the edge grip and the fall line better, I'd like to go faster and then bring my short turn somewhat close to what slalom is. And yeah, like Mikael Schifferning my short turn and moving as far as I could from short swing. And yeah, that's it. For sure, thank you. Right. I'm just like my short turn to be better.
So the style that said I'm searching for grip. No.
Friction.
Adherence. Friction? No. What am I looking for again? My ski.
Your
I'm looking
skis.
for my ski. No, I've completely lost.
Phone, wallet, keys.